Yes, my dear friend, welcome back to the channel. Very good afternoon to you wherever you are on the globe, on the continent of Africa, in Europe, in America, in Canada, Australia, already in Southeast Asia. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to this afternoon edition. Yes, special Wednesday afternoon edition on injury news this afternoon, dear friends. Now, it has come to the limelight that initial indications are that Enzo Fernandez will be out for at least 2 weeks. At least 2 weeks. And at most, Romeo Lavia could be out for a longer period, 4 to 5 weeks, like I brought to you earlier on in the day. But Fernandez, at least 2 weeks, meaning that Sunday's game against Man City, there is a very high possibility that we might not have Enzo Fernandez available for that game. It is what it is. How prepared are Chelsea right now for some of these eventualities? Do we have the players that can man the midfield apart from Caicedo right now? Dewsbury Hall, the work he did against Wolves, is this satisfactory enough to take Manchester City on Sunday? Those are the questions that we need to be answering right now, dear friend. Now, looking at the situation in hand, Chelsea are interested in signing Juventus midfielder Douglas Luiz because of this injury situation. And we understand the interest is so strong. Douglas Luiz is a midfielder. He already played some years back. He was in the Premier League with Aston Villa. He's a well-known player that knows the terrain in the Premier League, the intensity, the physicality of the Premier League. We understand Chelsea are interested in having him on loan, short-term loan between now and June, or between now and summer. And there is a reason why. We have Estaval, we have Kendrick Paez, we have Andrew Santos. Some of these players, they are returning to Chelsea at the end of this season. And therefore, we cannot afford to be signing players that we might not need next season. So Chelsea are interested in Douglas Luiz for loan. But before I go to his record, let me say something. You see, Douglas Luiz, as we speak, Juventus wants him to be, want an outright sale because of their own PSR rules, financial reasons. They want to sell him outrightly, or they want Chelsea to put in a clause of buying, obligation to buy. Yes, that is what they want. And Chelsea are looking at a loan only. If anything at all, they are also considering a swap deal involving Renato Viega. Swap deal involving Renato Viega with Juventus. I am not too sure why Chelsea is so desperate to let go Viega. Viega, we understand, we bought him because he's a utility player. And Douglas Luiz, we know him. But there is no guarantee right now. Meanwhile, now, apart from guarantee, he left the Premier League to Juventus. He's been there for a while, and he's not been getting regular playing time as we speak. It's not as if he's in their first 11 and Chelsea wants him so bad. No. So fundamentally, there's something wrong. Fundamentally, there's something wrong. Are we going to get another player into our squad 2-3 months and then we're thinking of letting him go? Is he going to come in and be first team player that will fit in straight away, replacing Romeo Lavia, partnering Caicedo in our midfield, or he's coming in to be on the bench? Remember, we did some impulse buying last summer. Oh yes, we did. We did some impulse buying, and these are our sporting directors. I thought they were even 3. I was just ignoring that they were 4. These guys you can see on your screen. I don't get it. It always saddens me that despite we having sport member recruitment team, 4 experts in recruitment, We are only looking for swap deals here and there. We have 4 experts in transfers, in recruitment. 4 members. You can that they are on your screen. Yet we are only looking for swap deals every now and then. I wouldn't have talked if we were signing, exact profiles of players that we need. It wouldn't be a problem. We ended up signing Kellerman. You remember? Instead of Duran. We signed Joao Felix instead of Omorodion. Yes, some of these players like Omorodion, most of us, we were actually against because we didn't have much information about him. But we ended up buying Joao Felix instead of Omorodion. We bought Kellerman instead of John Duran. Now, where is Kellerman? How many balls did he play for Chelsea? So, these are the challenges we are having. Maybe the 4-man technical, directors, maybe just too much. Maybe what Chelsea need is just one sporting director. Because it looks like this one will bring this player from here, this will bring this one from here. When they sit down to discuss it, they don't find a common ground. They are not getting exactly what Chelsea needs right now. There is a confusion somewhere. I want to believe so. Now, on our center forward right now, we have Nicola Jackson as our number 1. We have Jackson as number 1. But I think people are now beginning to, look at it from different perspectives. And I agree to some extent that we need another center forward. If Chelsea need to go forward, if we need to maintain our top 4 this season and be in Champions League next season, then I will also encourage, or I will support the idea of we having another center forward. But it has to be someone that is more ahead of Jackson. Not another player that will come in that is Jackson's level or below Jackson. I understand. Some people in Chelsea, they are looking at Sesko. Yes, Sesko right now is on the top list of Chelsea. Then Delap, that is where I have a little issue. Delap is a Premier League product. He's playing a Premier League. But I see him like being on the same level, on par with Jackson. And I don't really see why Osimhen would have disappeared totally. Would disappear totally off Chelsea radar. No one is talking about Osimhen as we speak among the Chelsea hierarchies. Chelsea, we understand they are tracking Sesko and Delap. These two. And if Chelsea FC believe this deal is possible, if they believe that they can get a deal done this transfer window, then I want to say, let them just go for Sesko. If, as they are tracking both, if they think they can get that deal done, in fact, not that if they think, it is a must. It should be the priority right now for Chelsea. Apart from the midfield challenges we are having, center forward, a striker should be number 1 priority right now on Chelsea's agenda. We must get in a striker. Guys, you see, most of you think I love Jackson, and my own point is that I love my club Chelsea. I am not after individual players. I want my club to win. The argument that most people used to have from last summer was, oh, Victor Osimhen. Osimhen, as good as he is, right now as we speak, comparing Osimhen and Jackson's record, do you know that Osimhen missed he missed lots of chances more than Jackson this season. Jackson missed 14 big chances this season. Osimhen missed 29 big chances this season. Meanwhile, he's playing in a relatively, more slower, less physical league in Turkey compared to Jackson playing in a league that is, you know, more tough, more physical. But then, I am not here to talk about that today. So, if Chelsea really are interested in Sesko, then they should just go in for him. Sesko is what Chelsea need right now. That can bring the best out of even Jackson. Benjamin Sesko. He is the man that can bring the best out of Jackson even right now. Dear friends. Yeah. I hope my argument is making sense. Well, at the same time, I spoke about this earlier today. Some Chelsea staff members are really like the idea of Garnacho coming to Chelsea this January. Some staff members, and I'm wondering, who are those staff members that want Garnacho at Chelsea? What are their interests? What are their interests? Like I pointed out, we have players of the same profile. We have players of the same profile. Sancho is there. Joao Felix is there. Pedro Neto is there. Noni Madueke is there. As a matter of fact, even if you want to use him as a striker, Christopher Nkunku is there. Jackson is there. McGuay is there. Tariq George. Right. Tariq George is there. We've got them in abundance. And by next summer, we are going to expect Kendry Paez to be back. Yes. So why Garnacho? Well, like I told you, I want to go into some little statistics or record of Douglas Luiz, the player that Chelsea are currently showing interest in. And it looks like we might just be getting him. Yes. It looks like this player by name Luis Diaz, Douglas Luiz, he is heading to Chelsea this January. Season by season at Aston Villa, 2019 to 2020, he made 36 appearances, scored 3 goals, gave 2 assists. 2020 to 2021, Douglas Luiz with Aston Villa, appearance 33, goals scored 0, assists 2. 2021-2022, appearance 34. That's 2021-2022. Appearance is 34 appearances. Goals scored 20. Assists 18. Yes. Now, total appearance 213. 213 total appearances for him. Win record 78, draw record 44, lost 9. Yeah. Detailed breakdown by club and season. Girona 2017 to 2018 and 2018 to 2019. He has all those records there. But you see, he's a kind of a winger that scores goals as well. If he has the right players around him. No doubt about it. No doubt about it. But hey, guys, all I would want is, he's a midfielder, sorry. He is a midfielder, not a winger. Forgive me, this is not Garnacho. This is Douglas Luiz. He is a midfielder that scores goals. Yeah, if he has the right players around him. But I'll still opt that we go in for only a short-term loan between now and the end of the season. Between now and the end of the season. That is my personal opinion on this guy. If we are to, in fact, it's not as if Enzo Fernandez right now will be missing out this weekend's game. Yeah. Unless there's a miracle. Romeo Lavia is not coming back anytime soon. By the time Romeo Lavia is coming back, we are talking about April. March, we are talking about March, let's say March. Oh yes, we are still in January, February, March. Let's say March. So if Romeo Lavia comes back in March, how many months for the season to end? Remember, the season ends in when? May. So we'll be almost through with the season when Lavia will be coming back. And there's no guarantee that as he's coming back, he's going to be, you know. So we just need to get a replacement. We just need to get a replacement. And that replacement is Andrew Santos from Strasbourg. But Chelsea don't want to recall him. Because Chelsea wants him to have a full season long loan. Full season long loan. So Chelsea do not want to call him back as it is right now, dear friends. Yes. Now, before I let you go, McLaw reports something. And from his statement, from the report McLaw gave, Chelsea hierarchy right now, they are busy in the transfer market. But there is no, like Fabrizio will say, until here we go, there is no guarantee of any player coming in. Until here we go. When it comes to Chelsea businesses right now, until that moment where it is evidently clear, dear friends. On that note, let me just be running up. It's hot in the afternoon. Marcus Rashford, all smiles today in training with Manchester United squad ahead of Europa League game. United are in the Europa League game, and we, as you can see on your screen, that's Marcus Rashford at the training ground. Whether he'll be used, whether he'll be in the first 11, whether he'll be on a bench, we are yet to see tonight. His camp met with Barcelona director on Tuesday. That was yesterday. It depends on exit of financial fair play rule. You know, financial fair play with Barcelona. It depends on that. Then only they can move ahead to sign any deal with Rashford. Sources close to Rashford also did not rule out. They did not rule him out staying at United. So he might still end up staying at United. As we can see him on the screen, smiling in training. All right. And like I said to you earlier on, Chelsea are leaning towards keeping Andrew Santos in Strasbourg to have a season-long loan. As well as Ugochukwu. Yes, Ugochukwu. I tried to remember his name earlier today. Ugochukwu is one of our midfielders also that is on loan. Chelsea have no intention of recalling these two back this January transfer window. They want Santos to keep starting games and are a lot happier than Ivan Juric is using. Yeah, they are a lot happier that Ivan Juric is using Ugochukwu as well. So it is what it is. Now, finally, exclusive. Chelsea star Wesley Fofana returns to training on the grass. I have not seen the pictures yet, but we are being told. Sources at Cobham says Wesley Fofana is back on the grass training. He is back on the grass training. That means that maybe another 2 week or two on the grass training, he might be join the first team, you know, squad in training. On Sunday, our game against Man City is going to the center referee. The center referee against City will be John Brooks. John Brooks will referee Manchester City-Chelsea game on Sunday. The challenge we have is that this man already this season has given 2 penalties against Chelsea. He has already given 2 penalties against Chelsea this season. And he is the one to be at the center of the game on Sunday against Manchester City. Well, finally, Christopher Nkunku to Bayern Munich. Chelsea are making £70 million demand. Chelsea making £70 million demand from Bayern Munich before they will allow Christopher Nkunku to join them. According to Sky Sport, yeah, Bayern Munich to pay £70 million for Christopher Nkunku. I'm not too sure. But Nkunku's proposed move to Bayern is currently on hold. Chelsea wants him to stay and would only reluctantly let him leave if the valuation of at least £70 million was met. They also want a world-class replacement before sanctioning any move. Yes, they want a world-class replacement before sanctioning any move of Christopher Nkunku. Chelsea is requesting a loan deal, while Juventus director is pushing for a permanent transfer due to their financial needs. That is on Douglas Luiz. All right, guys, I still have more, but I think I need to. Here we go. AC Milan have agreed deal to sign Kyle Walker from Man City. Here we go. Loan move with buy option clause not mandatory. Salary covered by AC Milan with contract agreed. Travel and medical being planned. Manchester City captain ready for a new chapter with AC Milan. I'm surprised. This is one of the surprises for me this January. Kyle Walker leaving City at this point. Man City captain. Well, under Pep Guardiola. Right now, I'll see you guys in the next one where you see me. Shalom and peace.